Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Steuben County Board of Commissioners meeting for Monday, November 17th, 2025. First item on our agenda this morning is Ben Cullen with the First Department. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, and thank you for letting me come and talk. The first thing are 2 Delta T invoices. One, we had pre-approval. Number one, we had the verbal authorization pre-approval. And then the second one, when they were troubleshooting the problem for the first one, they went over their $500. They were there for 2.5 hours instead of 2 hours. And so they went over about $75, the $500. We talked with Chad at Delta T, and now he understands. He was a little confused because I guess the limit down here was raised, and he thought it was everywhere, I guess. So, we've got him straight that we're still on the $500 out there. So hopefully cleared up all that confusion. But
Do them separate or together.
I'll make a move to approve both of those together.
let's say,
Further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
thank you. See, secondly, we've received a quote for work in the park from Reeves Electronic, $1,200 to install outlets on our poles in the big parking lot, the overflow parking lot, and then fix some of the box up by the behind the rodeo. The quote would be for labor and parts, and then we would also rent a lift for the day of $375. That would be able to. Scott's gonna.
I say we have a
We have a lift.
at the airport.
Okay. So the quote doesn't include the lift rental. That was going to be extra from Scott.
There at the airport has to be.
Okay.
You just need to.
Yeah, I would do a try
trailer.
Austin as well to make sure you
Yeah.
guys are coordinating. I think Austin's used it or borrowed it as well, so he knows the procedure for it.
Is that a big donation fund?
That would be donations. The main use would be for the light show, but then also we thought it'd be nice to have some power down there for air if they wanted something plugged in there. And then fixing the box up by the rodeo. I think you guys all have that picture.
To approve.
Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
Thank you. As for park updates, the boat lifts have been arranged to accommodate the ice fishers and snowmobile trail along the beach, so they should have a clear path in and out. Scott's still working on getting estimates on the items that you've requested. The fairground wells have been repaired to IDM standards. We got the approval from them. We're all good there. Like we were talking about, the problem trees have been removed by the channel, and those are completely gone. Bookings this year compared to 2024 were +6 in Event Center, +5 in the Lions Building, and +24 in the conference room. Most of that is we really got along with USCCA, the Concealed Carry Association. They do 2 events every month out in the conference room. Flooring has been installed. They had brought the wrong color of base trim And so still working with Wayside to get that out there and get the base trim installed, but the floors are looking nice. We need some direction on our Dodge truck. We drove it to Menards one day and it stopped working, so we towed it back to the park. Scott thinks it's a starter, but we just need to know how to proceed with this. Any direction from you guys?
Did you guys get the other truck out from the highway?
No, we haven't.
Felt like it was ready to go
Yeah,
when I was out there Thursday.
yeah. We'll discuss that with Chip, because I think,
And Scott will be at the department head.
oh, that's true. We can assess that. Yeah, maybe we'll discuss.
Okay.
There
Okay.
he is.
And then, start our light show preparations. We built our displays by 12. We'll have 2 Santa nights this year, including horse-drawn carriage ride sponsored by the Steuben County Tourism Bureau on those Santa nights, the 13th and 20th. Horse-drawn carriages will take people through the light show. And displays will be up and running after Thanksgiving, the Friday after Thanksgiving, and run through the Friday after Christmas. Last year, we had 875 cars through on the weekends. So we're hoping to up that number as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Morning, Chip.
Oh, wait a minute, Ben. That was, you guys were talking about, event coming up with, Frederick back here.
Yes.
You guys need to make sure you get together and coordinate, because I think you also have an event that day.
We do have an event, and they were gonna have, we talked to the bridal party, and they were okay with the helicopter, except during the hours of 1 and 4:30. They're doing their event. They're doing their ceremony outside on the event, the patio, and it'll run pictures and everything, be from 1 to 4:30.
Okay.
But they would ask for a no fly.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Morning, sir.
Morning. All right, got no NDOT LPA vouchers today. We're still working on our final audit with the state for County Road 200 North. For the 100 North, 200 West roundabout. We have the buildings down, we have some more cleanup. We just took all the buildings down and did all our dumpster work first. And then we're working on our concrete right now. So we're actually pulling the concrete slab up at the humane shelter right now. And then we'll move back and take care of the concrete at the other sites. Bridge 37, there's still no change there. We're working on our stage 2 plans, getting ready for right-of-way acquisition phase to begin. For the Pocovachi South Phase 1, I received 90% plans today. And as long as our estimate's actually under what we originally planned for our application, so that's good. Really tracking under for the whole project, so that's good. For our small structure 7 project, NDOT has approved our closeout paperwork for that project. Same with Community Crossings Matching Grant 2025-1. About the county demolition project. We've ordered our payloader and tandem axle build out. For our winter operations, we've got our 10,000 gallon tank in, set up. Same with the slide-in pre-treat unit. They're setting it up today. We had 2 winter ops meetings, 11/5 and 11/13. We had roughly 21 attendees between the 2 meetings, so that went well. I do have Mr. Stuckey gave me a draft agreement for the miscellaneous 2025-1 project. You guys could approve that. So you working on that project?
Motion approved.
Further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify with aye.
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 Thank you. Thank you. I'll keep that moving. I do not have the training contracts ready for today. Get all patience and next time. I followed back up with the angle of parks. The plan is, if approved, we would install a water fountain with a hose grid. So that way we have the water. Plus, drinking water plus would also have the water for the group that does all the landscaping maintenance.
A little more palatable.
So, budget the money. See the project.
Make a motion approved.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify with
Aye. Okay. Other than that, we're getting ready for winter and we should be able to grade our roads again this week. Great. Get back.
Got all the salt loaded up, ready to go.
You've been bringing salt in small. So. Getting my stockpile built. Good. That way my operator has time to treat it as a.
Nice.
Discussion at Pleasant Lake. Ozark.
Yep, tonight, 5:30, right?
5:30.
Yep.
That's Ozark. And for the rail. Rain. That's the discussion.
Oh, sorry,
That's a different one.
different one.
You're talking.
Halloween. Yeah, this is mostly right away stuff.
Yeah, this is Ozark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ozark could be the.
Would you be willing to do a grant? Ozark?
Correct.
Okay.
I've been through most of this stuff. I think I have most of the things together and I'll bring up, probably next commissioners meeting. It should have everything ready for you guys to look at. So that's what everybody wants. Perfect. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Answer your questions.
Why ask it?
Mr. Frederick, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for allowing me to be here. I'm here we do a history reenactment, for the last 19 years. We've held it in the Angola Parks. Reason I'm looking at moving is because I want to bring a Huey helicopter in. The parks, Angola Parks will allow that. So I talked with Scott, about bringing that in. It's a 3-day event right now, and it's always the fourth full weekend in September. We have school kids come in on Friday, and also with the helicopter being in, the helicopter would be giving rides they charge for. The other thing I'm asking is, it's always been a free event. So I don't charge any type of gate fee, and I didn't know, what kind of costs I would have with you guys, but if I could get a donation of the use of the park for this event. Do you have any questions? And it does, see, with the addition of the helicopter, it's gonna push me up to about the $30,000 cost to put it on. Usually it's somewhere around $12,000 every year. And I'm also looking at expanding on it from what I've had up at Angola Parks. Maybe we can make it a little larger out there at the county fairgrounds.
Of course, with the helicopter, it's gonna be there all 3 days.
Not sure yet on that. Honestly, I think it's just gonna be 2 days. Yes, it will be there 3 days because we'll set up on Thursday. So it'll be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and probably leave on Saturday, and not be there on Sunday. So that's arrangements with them. And I've also gotta come up with the additional funding to have the helicopter in there.
Is there anything we need to worry about with FAA landing out there?
The gentleman from, with the helicopter said he was getting with the airport to check things, but I was also told that I should check with you guys, make sure that you guys didn't have any type of rules that he needed to follow.
You don't have any additional rules other than what the FAA require, which the pilot is responsible for to get that clearance.
They do a similar thing down in Portland, Indiana every year. They have the helicopter come in the fairgrounds there. I haven't talked to any of those people yet to see if they had any special requirements, through the state of Indiana or not. They do the same thing.
But it'll be up to the pilot, clearance from 69 and all that stuff, it'll all be the pilot, so.
This would be for 2026.
Yes. All the stuff I have there is from this year's.
Right, I saw the dates on that. So this would be from probably the 25th through the 27th.
Yes.
That sounds right, Ben.
And I'll get further with the county. I'm just basically getting started on it right now to get things set up to make sure we can go ahead with it.
But you had that event where.
We do have an event, paid for at the event center that weekend already. But, I think you and Scott were talking about everything would be down closer to the Lions building, except for the helicopter, which would be in the big field by the event center, because it's got the clearance. And then
Yeah, we just work around, and whatever that.
Yeah, I can work with the event center. That's not a problem.
Okay. And that's already booked, so I wouldn't want to infringe on that or.
And I'm looking for continuing year after year, once we get going here and that, so it's, like I said, we've done it for the last 19 years at the parks.
How many people are you bringing in typically?
It depends, school kids, on Friday we'll have like about 800 school kids come through.
It's a wonderful, it's really something.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm excited.
I was-
Helicopter.
I
You got me.
want you to get about two.
Whatever I need to do, I'd be happy
Not
to
with the
help.
helicopter, something else.
Use the park for this event.
Make that motion.
I would second.
Further discussion? All in favor, signify with aye.
Aye.
Thank you, sir.
Time and, might out there with that.
Coordinate that with Ben and Scott, and they'll take care of you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for the pen.
Good morning.
This is Sheriff.
I'm good, how are you?
Thank you.
Good. In front of you today, you have the updated section 125 claim document. This has to do with pre-tax deductions from people's paychecks for the medical, dental, and vision insurance. Previously, it was done by Aflac, so since we're no longer continuing Aflac coverages, we needed to change that document. So this is the updated document for your review and approval.
On verbiage, just to change the document.
Yes, it is.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify with aye. Aye.
The next document is the termination letter for the Maxwell Health benefit platform. Is that was going to be sunsetting in mid of next year. We went ahead and we navigator, so now we need to go ahead and terminate these services.
Motion to terminate.
Second.
Any further? Hearing none, all in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
And then the next item up for discussion is our annual community center Christmas luncheon. I would like to schedule it for Thursday, December 18th, if possible, between 11:30 and 12:30. And it would be fantastic if we could do what we've done in the past few years and not close the building to the public, but each individual office could close their doors and we could enjoy having a lunch together.
Seems to be working just fine.
Consensus is okay?
Consensus, I think is okay. I don't think you need a motion for that.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't see one here. Good morning.
Of course, good morning.
Auditor, Mr. Stuckey.
Cigarette packets, is not on our schedule.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah,
Right.
it seems kind of shady.
Well, I'm not gonna hear much this morning after I heard helicopter and Civil War reenactment. I'm good. That's a heck of a thing. They really do put on a wonderful display. You do Civil War reenactments too, so the kids get the full show, the muskets and the cannons. It's really something they do.
I don't remember helicopters in Civil War.
Well, we're having a tough time getting there, but I'm gonna enjoy that. I'll guarantee it. Yeah. Earlier I came to you a few weeks ago in regards to, our classification, which is housing of inmates. I went to county council, get your approval. They approved the funding, so I did not have at that time a fulfilled contract. We've done that. Send that. I'm not sure if Mr. Tookie's had enough time to review that or not.
Contract.
This is for the classification software for the jail. The license agreement. I did. Okay. Some time ago, I think. Just last week. Was it a week ago? It's probably been a week.
Friday.
Yeah, you just received it. This Friday?
Yes.
Last, Yeah, well, I wasn't there, so I have, that's a different one. I think I haven't reviewed it yet. And if you need more time, that's fine as well. The only difference is that I know that we like to do a non-automatic renewal for anything. And the termination and renewal or paragraph in the back of this, it states within writing 60 days and if not received, then it only renews monthly. And the monthly charge is $349 roughly. It's in there. So although it does not renew for a year, I know normally they do if we miss the termination time. This is only a monthly renewal at that time, so we would be behind possibly 60 days if we had to terminate by writing. It'd be
So, and that's always what I reviewed because I don't know anything about software. I mean,
Yeah.
So if that's the case, you can go ahead and approve it. So that and sue. Do they have anything in there about what jurisdiction you sue in?
what jurisdiction they filed the suit in.
Yeah, if you get.
Um,
Would be under determination.
termination, expiration. It doesn't state jurisdictionally where to file on the,
They took out the,
either party 60 days prior. Initial term renewal.
Stated, it just says governing laws shall be governed by.
indemnification clause, I'm gonna have to look at it, because the indemnification clause is one of those. County's responsible and has to, no matter what, for their employees and their.
I think it does clear, did you see it? I'm sorry.
It says indemnification clause. The buyer agrees to indemnify and hold harmless the seller, its owners, members, and directors, agents, and employees for any and all liability, including demands, losses, costs, or damages to persons or property arising out of or in connection with or occurring in connection with this agreement, where such liability is found upon it grows out of acts or omissions of the buyer's authorized users and employers. So
I didn't catch that.
that's the, they put that in, and that basically says if their employee gets sued by
Right.
a third party, you
You gotta pay.
we gotta pay.
Yeah.
I'll look at it.
Okay, thank you. I can ask that they remove that.
I'll get you an email
Thank you.
to Abby or.
I'm sorry to come so quickly.
Sure. It's the nature of my business.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll return yet again. Thanks. In a helicopter.
With Sam.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. On to other business. Payroll for November 14th, 2025, in the amount of $575,480.33.
Make a motion that we pay our employees.
Good, I'll second. Further discussion? I don't know, in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
We received hard copies of the monthly financial comparison last week. Electronic copies this week. You'll have opportunity to review them.
Just comment to approve.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
We have a monthly report from the treasurer and the clerk. Questions on those? Any further discussion? Not all in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
So we had to hire Baker Tilly for, I assume this was for our bond, correct?
Yeah, your annual one can't make too much.
We had to show them, we had to show the federal government that we aren't earning too much interest on our bond.
Weird.
every year.
To approve.
Second.
Further discussion? Favor signify with aye.
Aye.
Didn't see our minutes in here.
I already approved those things signed.
I just
These things,
Yeah.
Approval of conflict of interest forms for all of our claims.
I still have some accounts working on it.
Oh. Yeah, state work contract.
Oh, trying to.
Or
If you will. Approve all those for the current claims.
move to approve.
Discussion. None, all in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
Ordinance number 825-01, first reading has been completed. Second readings and/or second and third readings.
Motion to approve second and third.
Second.
Is there any discussion on that?
I don't know if we want to maybe make a statement about the intent of what we want, what we were looking for out of that. And I think this does clear it up from the original idea that for AFO that the way it was originally written was for the possibility you could have more than one species of animal and have multiple sets. Really load up that 10 acres. I mean, if you tempt this, it's, if you have 10 acres, the minimum 10 acres, where it is 10 acres, right?
Yeah.
Minimum 10 acres that you can only put that one particular farm animal on that, and the minimum requirements is what's the way it's listed. Because there's some ands in there now everything's 4, so that is pretty.
We gotta have, and then, put in the acreage requirement for when you get in, when you're above the hobby farm and now you're into that zone that didn't have many regulations on.
Hopefully this helps clear that up for sure.
Biggest one being that there's a manure management plan required. Have to be on file.
Make that part of the record. Any further? Hearing none, all in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
Questions regarding claims, or the out-of-cycle claims, or the tax items?
I'll move to approve the claims. $465,000 and $465,837.48. And items A, B, C, D, E, F, and G.
Further discussion on those items? None, all in favor, signify with aye. Aye.
The wheel tax keeps holding steady to its original intent.
That hasn't changed much.
No. I'll finally pass theirs, didn't it?
$7.50.
Yeah, they passed the minimum to be eligible for grants.
They call
So just straight across the board, everything.
$7.50.
I know there was, I think they had multiple,
Oh,
was it?
Jeez. The two wanted to present plans for hire. One said, let's do it all up front, 100%, and then the other one had a more detailed plan, like certain vehicles, X and so forth.
Just note the correspondence received as part of the record. Courthouse study that was completed in March. I'd like to have some discussion on that. I understand you have a meeting set up with some folks in Minneapolis for AIC, or ICC, excuse me. Be interested to see what they have. We'd like to be able to report to everybody on that in their last meeting in December. I think the county park dock situation's on hold for right now, still, so we'll probably just leave it there. RQAW, June.
Received no response. I've got a letter I need to, I should have brought it with me, but I'll email it to you. What I would like to do, what I'm supposed to do, basically outline that we're not going to be able to come up with any architectural standard that says that the jury has to see the witness. And further, I think we ought to, at this point, request arbitration. We're getting nowhere, and I'm reading the signs. It's going nowhere. It just, they can eliminate the need to address it, or eliminate the need to address it. That's my advice. It's up to you.
I don't think there were any surprises. That flag was probably going to be the WFN. So.
Pretty much development. Which one is this?
There was one at the beach.
Is the third basin.
Thing on that, so.
I'd like to remove that from our consideration.
Excuse me?
I said I'd like to remove that from our consideration. This is what was proposed.
There's been several proposals, but
I don't like any of them. Unless you want to leave it on there.
Sandy?
I don't have a problem leaving it on there. I think, you know, I guess until we really start getting down on the numbers, it's fine leaving it on there until.
Is our intent for the 200 corridor?
Correct.
Will be part of that? Is that going to be part of that?
Very possibly good.
I'll put it with that, so we have that discussion regarding an RFP. Don, if you could get something put together for a long-term strategic plan for what we're calling 200 north, 200 west, long-term strategic development plan. That'd be a statement for that.
I'd say. Or from 100 to 275, that corridor. Probably more accurate. The roundabout to the.
Yeah, roundabout to 275.
Right.
The long-term strategic development plan for 200 west from 100 north to 275 north.
That include the county property.
I would say that includes county property.
You want to limit it to just that corridor or to? Because you could take it from US 20 clear up through there if you really wanted to.
Yeah, I think our intent is just that development of that, mostly that boulevard area. This point.
Which county property exists in.
Maybe if we wanted to, just to satisfy that, the Crooked Lake development part, we can include as part of that. So if we just put the long-term strategic plan, 200 west corridor as a outstanding item. Is that okay? Yes, we'll just encompass it into that.
Okay.
And then I'd go ahead and leave the EDC casino item on there. That's going to be an item for discussion forward. It doesn't say we're doing it, it just says we're going to discuss it. Just wanted to clarify that.
Gotta have the discussion.
Yeah, right. The World Transit, 5311 World Transit grant for Council on Aging.
Should be the last one. Should be the last one.
Ever.
Because then they're,
Yeah.
yeah, they're going to, we won't get it back.
Yeah, I'll make a motion.
So,
Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor, signify with aye. Aye.
We can do it now, we can do it later. That was turned out to be my best dog.
You're fine.
She was turning in, some invoices for the demolition for the humane shelter and the 2 houses. And when this invoice was turned in, it was to come out of cum cap. So we went back to the February meeting, I listened and I did full dictation. And it's not clear and decisive of exactly how much of this is coming out of cum cap. Because that's a federal grant project, the 2 houses, not the humane shelter.
Right, and he had that separated.
We did.
So we need clarification on what is being paid for the Q, what's being paid with the grant.
I thought we were paying for the rental of the machinery and then they were gonna take care of the rest of it.
That's,
Let's clarify that.
yeah, we'll see them this afternoon. Clarify.
We had a presentation at the airport folks last
Yeah,
week.
I've got that, I took last week off, or most of last
Okay.
week off. So, but I've looked at it and I'll get an email to you within, like Wednesday or later. I think I pretty much agree with him, but I got a couple other things to check out.
Okay, all right, thank you. That was an item of discussion at their board meeting.
And I sent a resolution up regarding the county council. Did you get a resolution?
Yeah.
Yeah. They have to approve the purchase of that real estate too.
Okay. Okay, and by the way, thank you for the number.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah.
All right. Good. Going once? Nothing? Okay,
Nope, I think we're good.
all right, we're in recess.
7 minutes, good job.
I could have made it last one.